Okay, here we go. 5, going back home. Ella, what's that right side going to look like then if I can't cross anything out?
It would still be d times d minus 2.
D times d minus 2. Go ahead, distribute.
D squared minus 2d.
Good. Everyone see that? Nothing. Are we okay that there's nothing to cross out? And I'm just multiplying those two. Okay, here you go. Now you got to go back to your Algebra 1 days and how do you solve something like this? Question. Here we go, Anna, going here. What is the highest exponent in my equation right now?
2.
2. If your highest exponent's 2, you're going to have to factor. You're going to have to factor. Anybody, and I won't call on anybody here because I don't know how many people know this answer, but you can't factor unless what about the equation from your Algebra 1 days? Got it?
I think.
Oh, do you?
No.
Well, let's show off.
I'm not sure actually.
What were you going to say?
Well, the question was like you can only factor like something, right?
Yes.
Subtraction.
Okay. Well, I can't factor anything right now.
Yeah.
One side, Kian, has to be what? You remember from your Algebra 1 days?
One side has to be.
Who'd you have for Algebra 1?
Mr. Fredette.
Okay. So you remember one side has to be equal?
I don't
Nope.
remember.
Anybody want to help the poor kid out? Hi, Liz.
One side has to be equal to 0.
One side has to be equal to 0. Remember that? Before you factor, one side has to be equal to 0. Who'd you have?
This whole.
Okay. Okay. Miracles happen. Okay. So yes, one side has to be equal to 0. Good. Good, Liz. All right. So first of all, let's work on this left side. I got 2d plus d. Everyone's good? I got 3d minus 4. And Liz just told us one side's got to be equal to 0. So you got to move over everything for me now. Okay, you cannot factor unless one side's equal to 0. So let's make it equal to 0. 10. Here we go. Caroline, not here today. Again. 3 in a row? Nope. Okay, here we go, Dan. How do you want to move over the 3D?
You have to subtract it from both sides.
Yep. So minus 3D, minus 3D. So I end up with, oh, I don't know what happened there. Sorry, guys, I don't know where my page go, big page go. All right, whatever. Okay, so negative 4 equals d squared minus 5d. Dan, one more time. Sorry, how do you move in the 4 over?
Then you just add the 4.
Yep, add the 4, add the 4. Now we're ready to factor. One side is equal to 0. Now we're ready to factor. So I'm not saying a word at this point in the year. Somebody factor that for me. Oh, going deep. Here we go, Kian. Back to you. Redemption time.
D minus 4 and D minus 1.
Unbelievable. Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Remember what I said at the beginning? You need D equals. So give me the two numbers D will equal here. 8. Let's roll. Colin, let's go, boss.
D equals 4 and D equals 1.
Where'd you go to elementary school?
Slingerlands.
Oh, all right. Now we got a Slingerlands. We had Glenmont Eagle and now a Slingerlands. Nice. Nice. Who'd you have for first grade?
Miss Rice.
Oh, okay. I just asked because my daughter's in first grade over there, so see if we matched up. But no. Questions? Okay, we're not done though. I'm sorry we have to do this. Grab your calculators, everyone. Let's go. Whether it be on your Chromebooks or handheld, you have to do this. It's not an option anymore. It maybe in the past it was an option, but not anymore. Grab your calculator. You need to check if this is correct or not. Okay, anytime we solve for a variable, we got to check. All right, so we got one answer was 4, correct? So now we're going to put into the calculator 4, and we've used this button once this year, but now we're going to use it a lot more, the store button. store it in for, now, the variable here is D. If you want to just leave it X, it's up to you. But if you change it to X, make sure it's X throughout the check. All right, anybody have, I'm going to keep it with D. So D is above the X to the -1 button here. So 4, store it in for D. And then what you guys are going to do is you're going to go back to the beginning of the problem and you're going to type in the left side of the equal sign and cross your fingers it equals 1. Okay, so you're going to put it into the calculator, 2 over D. So alpha y equals 2 over D plus, what was the other one? 1 over D minus 2. Look at that, came out to be 1. Okay, and that one's good. But now you got to check your other answer, which was +1. All right, so watch how quick this goes now with most of you. Watch how quick this is going to go with most of you. Take 1, store it in for D, or if you used X, store it in for X. And now most of you can just go up, hit your up button, and just copy 2 over D plus 1 over D minus 2. And then let's hope it comes out to be 1. Yep. Quick check. If it came out to be an error, we would have to reject that answer. Okay? If my calculator said there was an error, I need to reject it. Because I'm telling you, in this big boy, big girl math stuff, not both answers aren't going to work every single time. You're going to have an instance where you're going to have to reject it. Good questions? This isn't that bad. I don't think it's that bad. You guys have practiced in finding a common denominator, and now you just got to remember some of your algebra skills here. All right, 1 doesn't make you great. Let's go. That's annoying me that it's so small. All right, I'm going to try to do a cheat code here. You guys think about what your common denominator is here. Yeah, there we go. Cheat code. P plus 1, P minus 3. Can't factor. Nothing in common. What's your common denominator going to be? Here we go. 12. Oh, going back. Dan, going back to you, big boss. There's nothing to factor, right?
Yeah.
They don't have anything in common that matches.
Yep.
So, what's left over? What's still in the denominators, Dan?
No. P plus 1 and P minus 3.
There you go. Everyone good on that. There wasn't anything in common. Put the leftovers up. All right. Ready? First fraction, multiply by it. P plus 1, P plus 3. Second one, P plus 1, P plus 3. And then, hey, I need everyone's attention here. I don't know, it's something in the brain. Your brain sees a 1 and you don't touch it. You still got to multiply the common denominator by everything. Everything. Fraction, and the 1's got to get multiplied by P plus 1, P plus 3. Everything, guys. I know for some reason the brain just skips over the 1. And what did we talk about in the previous one? You did something to the left, so I got to do the same thing to the right side to balance it. But is it necessary?
No.
Why not? Why is it not necessary for me to multiply the 0 by P plus 1 and P plus 3? Not needed. Why not? Anything times 0 is going to be 0. So there's no need. I know it's going to be equal to 0 at the end. You guys at home see that as well? Usually, yes, I would multiply the right side as well, but there's no need to. It's going to be 0. All right, you guys are up. What's left? Guys at home, ready? First fraction, what's left over? What do I have to multiply by here? Woo, 6. Here we go. Mason, what am I going to multiply by?
You're going to multiply by the P plus 3.
Yep.
It'd be like P squared plus 3.
Plus, watch your mouth, plus. Not plus 3, plus.
3P.
There you go, yep. And stop me if you don't know. Yep, go ahead, Elena.
Wasn't it P minus 3?
P minus 3. No one was gonna stop me there, other than Eliana.
I was just thinking about.
Yeah, no, you weren't. Just stop. Just be quiet. No, you weren't.
I wrote it down.
No, you weren't. Nobody at home was gonna pick up on that either. You're just gonna let me go. Appreciate it. God, that fires me up too when I make a mistake and a kid corrects me. I still like you, Eliana. Don't get me wrong, but it's just I get fired up at myself. But then I say, you know what? Even the great ones make mistakes. You know? How's that look, Eliana? Good. I'm glad now. So let me try this again. P squared minus 3p. Got it. All right, now we're back to business. I hope. Because I get rattled too. Ella, here we go. Second fraction. What's left?
It would be 3p plus 3.
Yep, everyone's seeing she's distributing the 3. Ooh, now you're going to have some work to do. Can you cross anything out with the 1 here? Anything crossing out? No. So you're going to have to go back to 9th grade and multiply p plus 1, p minus 3. Because nothing crossed out there. Nothing. Here you go. Double distribute, right? Remember those good old days? Maybe you called it FOIL. I'm not a big fan of that term. I like double distribute. Go ahead, let me know. I'll give you guys a second or two. And let me know what it's equal to. What do you end up? Take your time. If you're not done, still take your time. Sophia, are you ready? I got p squared. What else do you have when you?
Minus 3.
Yep. Minus p. I get the negative 3p, and then you do 1 times p. Well, no minus though. Why? Right? This is plus 1, right? You see where you okay? Where I'm getting that from? And then what's your number? Yep. Not done. Combine like terms and tell me what the final outcome is here. Plus p squared. Combine the two middle terms. 2p and then minus 3. There you go. Got it. Thank you. It's going to happen. You're going to have to double distribute sooner or later. It's going to happen. But hey, you get to tell everybody at home and school, hey, I'm doing some hardcore math here. Be impressed with yourselves. Oh boy. Going back. Ella, I need you to combine any like terms on the left side before I try to factor.
Okay.
P squared.
There's 2p squared.
Yes, there are.
And then, there would only be, it would just be 3p because there's negative. Oh, no, there would be minus 3p, right?
Okay, well, take a look. Minus 3p plus 3p. They cancel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's still left as you keep going to the right?
A minus 3p.
3?
Was, so, I said minus 3p.
Do you have minus 3p plus p still?
Yeah,
Okay, combine those, and what do you get?
negative 2p.
There you go. You good?
Yeah.
Okay, so you combine, and what about the numbers?
It would just be 0.
Yep, they cancel too. Take a look, guys, what I have up there. Are we all good? Any questions? All right, it's equal to 0. Your turn to factor now. Your turn to factor. We've done a lot of this. We've done a lot of it. You can do it. We've done a lot of this. 10, Caroline. Oh, here we go. Katie, you can factor this.
Yeah. I don't know. I should take a negative.
You don't need to.
Then 2p
Yep, good, nice job. Take a 2p out, GCF, what's left?
P -1.
You don't sound confident, but
Well, I was just thinking it over in my head.
okay, good story. Good story. All right, here we go. What are my answers? Well, right here, definitely going to be an answer of, here we go. Bassett. What's my one? If I have P minus 1 in parentheses, what's one of my final answers?
+1.
Yep, there you go. Is there another answer? Well, what did Katie take out for us? Yeah, so you need to set that equal to 0 as well and solve. If you take out a GCF, you still need to set that equal to 0. So what should we be doing on both sides here? Oh, yeah. Oh, going back. Dan, sorry to bother you again. What do you want to do on both sides to get that P by itself and 2P equals 0?
Don't you wanna, wouldn't you, since it's multiplication,
Yep.
you should divide?
Yeah, you should. Divide both sides by 2. And what do you end up with the other value of P, Dan?
You get, is it just, P equals 1/2?
Oh, where's 1/2 come from? You got,
No.
you got 0 divided by 2. Right, you divided both sides by 2.
Yeah,
P's by itself, and now on the right, you have 0 divided by 2.
so it'd just be 0.
Good job. And then just for time's sake, yes, you get out your calculator, store in 0 and 1. Plug in the left side, make sure it equals 0. Plug in the other answer, make sure it equals 0. Everybody good? Do you see those problems that are on the top of those numbers 1 and 2? It's pages 576 to 577, and then there's 4 problems attached. Can you cross off number 11 for me? If any of you decide to practice this, which for some of you might be a good idea now after the quiz, I only want you to do those 3 problems. Cross off number 11. And again, the answers are on Google Classroom, okay? Because I'm moving on now. All right, but it might be a good idea this weekend to try those 3. Anything I can answer before we move on to the next topic? That was just basically reviewing what you guys saw from the video. Okay, if you need to take like a stretch break or something because these problems are going to start today and continue on Tuesday. This is a 2-day topic. Are a beast. No joke. All right, these questions are no joke. Yeah, and our boy is ready. So we're all on day 9. Okay. We just solved problems with equal signs. Right? We just solved problems with equal signs. Now that equal sign is changing to what you guys referred to as an inequality symbol. Greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, an inequality symbol. They're solved a little differently now. Okay? A little differently. All right, first thing, when I'm solving an inequality with fractions. You guys remember the word undefined? Undefined. Anybody want to just fill me in on what undefined meant back in the day? Because that's going to be part of our first step. Oh, geez. Dan, you know what? You're good, Dan. You deserved a 3-day weekend. Here we go, Sophia. You're welcome. Do you remember what undefined meant? It was part of the quiz. When a fraction's undefined. I'll keep going. When a fraction's undefined, what has to be in the denominator? 0. Yeah. Everyone remember that? Fraction's undefined when 0's in the denominator. So when we do these inequalities, your first job is, what number can I plug in for the variable that makes the fraction undefined? This one's pretty easy. Okay, so what number can I plug in for A that would make those fractions undefined? That's your first job. Tell me what makes the fractions undefined. 10. Here we go. Caroline, you would have been fired today. You should have been all hyped up too. Katie, here we go. What number could I plug in for A that gives me an undefined fraction?
0.
0. A equals 0. All right, so that's your first job. What makes it undefined? And I'm going to call that value a critical value. And you'll see what we do with these critical values in a minute. So the first critical value, Katie, was what makes it undefined? What makes it undefined?
There's
0. And in this case, it would be 0. Okay, you plug 0 in for A, it's undefined. So find what makes it undefined. Are we all good on the first step? Next step, solve this like it's an equal sign. Everyone put an equal sign instead of the inequality symbol now. Solve it for A. And this is what we just spent 2 problems doing. Solve that equation for A. This is what we just, here we go. I'm not even going to say a word anymore. All right, because I think I'm pushing way too much and giving you guys too much help. What's the first step here into solving this? You have denominators. Okay, here we go. Ella, you've been on fire today. This will be your last one. What do I need to do here, Ella, to start solving this for A?
You have to make it equal to 0.
Not yet. Not yet. I want to get rid of the denominators before I do that.
Oh. So then the common denominator would just be A.
Good job. Find a common denominator. And Ella's correct. It would be A. And then, Ella, what do you do with that A?
You multiply all the terms by A.
Perfect. All of them. All of them. Left side, right side, all by the common denominator. Good job, Ella. You're good for, have a great weekend. Whew, 14. Here we go. Eliana, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. What's left now if I multiply everything by A?
So then you have 2A minus 3A. Oh, no, just minus 3.
Okay, you're good. Good
And
save.
then 5.
Perfect. Not all of them come out to be factoring, by the way, and so difficult like this one. All right, this is nice, right? No factoring needed. Guys, just get what's A equal to here. Come on. Basics here, right? Don't overthink this. You're better than that. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, what's A equal to?
So then you add 3.
Yep, add 3.
And then divide by 2.
Divide by 2.
And then you get A equals 4.
There you go. Everyone's good. A equals 4. That's your next critical value. So your undefined number, which was 0, and your answer when you solve for the variable. So I have 2 critical values, 0 and 4. I'll stop right there. You guys catch up and ask any questions if you need to. Those aren't my answers. Those are not my answers yet. I'm going to do something with those critical values, though. All right, I just want to summarize with somebody what we just did. Ella, you're good. 17. Here we go. Donovan, ready? First question. Do you have a camera at home that works?
Yeah.
All right, why don't we start using it then? Okay, I appreciate that. Where did I get the 0 from?
You got it from the undefined,
And where did I get the 4 from?
the A value.
That's the solution. So everyone see where I get critical values from. Undefined and the solution. All right, those numbers go on. You guys remember number lines? Number lines back in the day? So make yourself a number line right now, everybody. Make yourself a number line and put your critical values on it. 0 and 4. Okay, so make yourself a number line. Smallest number always goes first, remember, on a number line. You can space them out a little bit if you want. I don't want any other numbers other than those. Okay? Your critical values go on the number line. You guys good here? I'm taking this nice and slow, but we're going to do it again on Tuesday. So even if you're not great yet, you will be by Tuesday. All right, your solution for this, your solution could be to the left of 0. It could be in between 0 and 4, or your solution could be past 4. We need to test a value in each case. So right now I'm going to ask somebody, can you give me a number less than 0? Give me a number less than 0 to test. Woo, 15. Here we go, Katie. Give me a number to test that's less than 0. Negative. I like it. So here's what I'm just going to do a little dash line, and we're going to test. What number, Katie? Okay. What do I mean by test? We're going to store it in our calculator and plug it in. All right, so let's do this step by step, everyone. Store -1 in for either X or A. Everybody at home do this too. Store -1 in. Type in the left side of the inequality right now. Type in the left side of the inequality. 2 minus 3A. Or 2 minus 3 over X, depending on what variable you're using. What number is your calculator giving you? Everyone's getting 5 at home? 5? Okay, so is 5 greater than, what's 5 over A? Go back in your calculator again if you have to. Ready? 5 over A. Do the right side now. What's it giving you? Negative. Is this true? I hope you guys know how to do this now. Is 5 greater than -5? So all I'm just going to write is true. So I know one part of my solution is anything to the left is 0, but we got to test everything else. Give me a number in between 0 and 4. We got to test everything inside and outside. Here we go. Oh, Ella, jeez. Oh, there we go. Anna, going to you. Can you give me a number between 0 and 4?
2.
Okay. Guys, we're doing the same thing. Now plug 2 in for X or A in your calculator. Go. And then copy paste. Tell me what you get on the left side when somebody gets it. What do you get on the left side? 2 minus 3 over A. What do we have? 1/2. Everyone's getting 1/2. Just want to confirm. I should be doing it myself too, but 1/2. Is that greater than? Everyone do 5 over A now. With 2, what do you end up getting? 5 over 2. I like to put them as decimals. Is everyone all right if I go 2.5? It's easier to compare that way for me. Is that true? Is that true at all? Is 1/2 greater than 2.5? No? We all in agreement? Everybody home? That's false? So you know at least no answers will be between 0 and 4. All right, we got one more to check. And that's to the outside of 4. So give me a number to check now. 16, here we go. Kian, give me a number to check.
6.
You got it, boss. Everybody test 6. Now just plug in 6. Use your calculator. Come on, use it, use it. Just don't stare at it because I can't help you on a test, remember. I'm getting 1.5 for the left. What's
How
up?
do you make the fraction into?
Great question. Great question. How do I make a fraction into a decimal? Ready? You have a math button here. You go to math, and do you see choice 2 that says turn anything into a DEC decimal? Okay, great question.
Thank you.
Yep. So there's 1.5, and then let's see, 5 divided by 6, 0.8, 3 repeating. Is that true, guys? Is that true? Yep. Okay, so now comes the point. How do I write my solution now? I'm going to need somebody to describe to me where the answers are. Okay, where did the truths happen? Just tell me in your own words. Don't get fancy with me. Can you tell me in your own words where the truths were? Because then I'm going to show you how to write it mathematically. Can you guys describe to me where the truths were? 9, here we go. Hunter, just describe in your own words.
To the left of 0 and to the right of 4.
Left of 0, right of 4. I got to make that more mathematical now. All right, so ready? Here's how I write the solution. And tell me, some people knew about this in my second period class, some people did not. Did you ever go over this notation last year? That's a brace. You can put a bracket or a parenthesis. Anybody ever do this? X such that? Maybe some of you had, some of you, I figured that it would be half and half, depending on who you had. All right, X such that. Okay, ready? Hunter said to the left of 0. Anybody know how I write that mathematically? To the left of 0. X. Oh, I want to put an inequality symbol there. What inequality symbol between X and 0?
Less than.
Anything
Oh,
less than, good. And then he also said anything to the right of 4, right? So I'm going to put or. My other answer is going to be, what do you think I should put between the x and the 4? What's this way mean? What symbol should I put? All these numbers are what? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're all what compared to 4? There you go. So anything less than 0 or greater than 4 is going to be a solution. Okay? Don't worry, we're going to go more over that. We're going to go more problems, finish the notes on Tuesday. Okay, we'll finish the notes on Tuesday. If you want to practice, do those 3 questions I showed you earlier. Whew, good job, guys. Enjoy your 3-day weekend. Nothing stronger than ginger ale. I'll see the fearsome foursome here on Tuesday. Have a good day, guys. And you guys, I won't see you guys till Wednesday. Actually, I don't need a meet for that. Have a good one, guys. Behave. Bye, guys.
Have a nice weekend.
You too.
Have a nice rest of the weekend.
Bye, everybody. Thank you, Liz. Yep, just stand next to your desk, or just stand around, because I'm going to have new seats here when I clean them.
You should sit there.
right here?
Because I'm sitting right there. Weren't you in chess club?
No.
Mm.